Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Shining Force 2. Alright, so I've got everyone to about 22, 23. So, Bowie, level up, has Bolt 3 now. Sarah has Heal 4, Blast 4. Learned a fair bit. Chester hasn't learned anything. Kazan learned Atlas, so he has all 4 of his summons. Slade has Katon and Raijin 2. That should be everyone who learned something. Heal 3, Blast 4, Boost 2, Aura 1. Heal 3, Blast 3, Muddle 2, Boost 1. So that should be about it. And yeah, I got everyone to 22, 23, except for Chester, who's 17, and Karna, who is 14. So now we just need to finish off this fight, which won't be difficult, especially with Yaha getting double attacks right off the bat. That was fantastic. A little overkill there, but you know. Alright, let's throw an Apollo 2 at the Cyclops, see what happens. And critical hit of 71. As you can see, I'm only getting like 20 XP a kill for these guys now, so we have kind of hit the end of the road. Hydra, that was fun. Let's see, Slade can come over and let's attack it. Ooh, dodged. Slade's second attack and Hydra was cut off. Oh, that... You thought you were going to be cute and clever and dodge? Haha. No one dodges Slade. Alright, so we're going to come back up here to Gallum. We're going to get something. Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and get I mean, we have to come back here anyway, because we need to get some items before we go to the next area. Make sure everyone's stocked up on healing supplies. But there's something I missed here, and I seem to always miss this. We come over here, search the spot, and we find the evil shot. So, with that, I think we have one more evil weapon we can find. And then we have I'm pretty sure the full collection of evil weapons. Actually, let's just go ahead and buy stuff while we're here, because there's no need to coming back. Alright, let's buy... just buy a whole bunch of healing drops and put them on some of these people that we're not using. And that way I don't need to worry about coming back and buying more, because at this point money is quite superfluous. So we're just going to fill up the people on our reserve team who aren't really doing much of anything with their equipment at the moment. And I can just transfer things as needed. Seems to be the best way to go about it. So we'll just fill up these bottom couple of characters here, have that be it, and we can transfer things, like I said, as needed. So, and then the joy of that is we can also switch out, like, if we want to get rid of something, like equipment-wise, like someone's got something that's really just quite pointless, we can, Alright, so that should be well, let's just go ahead and fill up Guy too, why not? Like I said, these are really superfluous. Not much of a point in having them, but... because it's only 30 HP, which... at this point, really is not a lot of HP to fill. Alright. So... I went ahead and filled up Jaro as well, because I'm compulsive. Alright, so we can leave. And now we can go down to the shrine that we went to at the very beginning of the game, where the jewels are, and we can see if we can make heads or tails out of what's going on. Which, I already know, this is where the sword is, so... come up here, and at this point, the game takes over. The Jewel of Light begins to glow. Light seems to pull Bowie, so Bowie just automatically comes over here. The jewel glows even brighter, and opens a door behind where the jewels were located. And you actually have to manually search this. Otherwise, it's just the Force Sword is embedded in the pedestal. Sounds like something opened up somewhere. All we have to do now is find the door to the tower, which we know where that is as well. So we're going to come up here, and we're going to get this. The Evil Axe. And we have one more evil item to find, and then that will be our collection of cursed weaponry. And we have the Black Ring as well, which is also a cursed item. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and get that before, and we'll just go ahead and put everything in the caravan, since we won't be using it. I will show off just how impressive the stats are for some of these things, but the fact that Curse is so unpredictably broken in this game, it's rather disappointing. Alright, so let's deposit some of these items. Let's see, we've got Demon Rod, we've got the Dark Sword, and we've got the Evil Shot and Evil Lance that are up here. Alright, so Evil Shot, and Evil Axe, and then Evil Lance. And then we're just going to store, like, I don't need the fairy powder anymore, that's kind of pointless. Let's see. I don't need a Buster Shot, that can go in there. The Dry Stone can go in there. And that's about it. Alright, so let's also take out some of our healing items. So Healing Rain will go to Sheila. Healing Water. Let's see, Healing Water can go to Karna. Fairy Tear will most likely go to Kazin. And last Healing Water, go to Peter, because he doesn't need an item. So, alright, so now we have all of the evil things. So, like, Cursed Ring, for those who can equip it, it will raise their attack by 10. But as you can see, it's not really equipable by a good number of people. It's mostly just casters, offensive casters, which is really, really disappointing. It can cast Blaze. Demon Rod, also something that, you know, let's see, for example, that would raise Kazin's attack to 76, but it doesn't have the MP recovery, plus, you know, it's cursed. Dark Sword is the strongest sword in the game. It would actually take Bowie, Yaha, most of my current leveled people past 100 attack, which even the Force Sword will not do that. So, that's a thing. Evil Shot would take May to 95 and Elric to past 100 since he has the Power Ring equipped. Evil Axe, I think this is actually even stronger than the Evil Sword, so that would be the best weapon for Yaha. And then Evil Lance would take Chester to 99 even. So yeah. That's a thing. But we're gonna give the Force Sword to Bowie. And we can equip that, but we're gonna start still switching up items on people. So we're gonna give one of Jaro's healing drops to Chester, because he is a healing item low. And that should do it. So, and we'll equip Bowie with the Force Sword. I'm going to keep the Levanter on him because, you know, it doesn't hurt having an extra set of spells. So, but Bowie is now a beast because he has 97 attack and 87 defense. Paired with 88 HP, he's really the strongest person we've got. Alright, so we have the Demon Head here, which actually if we use the Force Sword, we'll open it up and it will be the entranceway into the Ground Seal Tower. And then we have a very elaborate maze way that we have to traverse in order to get to a door. And I vaguely remember this pattern because of how many times I had to do it when I was younger. I think I'm going the right way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. And yeah, I've got it. And we come over here, and through this set of doors, this creepy set of doors that's really like a body, we have a confrontation. Bowie, you're finally here. Is that... Did you forget about me, Bowie and Peter? Adler, are you Odd-Eye? Yes, yeah, I'm Odd-Eye. You're the leader of the Devil Army who attacked the dough. And Odd-Eye knows about Sir Astral. Bowie told me about you repeatedly. Of course, Bowie's going to sit there and, you know, talk about his mentor. Don't talk to me like that, I'm very sad. Well, yes, I am. I'm really quite evil. I love it. I'm really quite evil. Don't you think so, Red Baron? And Lemon, who remembers serving with Odd-Eye, even for a short time, came here to deliver an ultimatum. Think long and well before answering. Leave the jewel, your weapons, and your items here, or die. That means we don't have to fight him, but we can't take the easy way out. You know how strong I am. I think you'd better accept the offer. Oh, what should we do? We have to fight. And with that, we now get to fight Odd-Eye, as he summons forth a battlefield made out of, like, clear glass panels. I'm very sorry, Bowie, but I must kill you. You think this is what's going to happen. Are we really going to fight Adler? That's enough out of you, shut up. Sir Astral's like, let's kill him. I don't care that he used to be your friend, kill him. Alright, so we have a couple of new enemies in this fight. Let's take a look and see what we've got. We've got some white dragons around. We've got evil bishops around. Chaos wizards, cyclopses. We have dark gunners. We've already seen them as well. The new enemies really are kind of up here. We've got Chaos Warrior. HP of 76, MP of 23, attack of over 100, defense of 50, agility of 54, movement of 5, with the attack spell. Only one of our force members gets that, and that's Freya, the Vicar that we're not using. It increases your attack by leaps and bounds. The fact that they have that makes them an exceptional threat, given that their attack is already over 100. Next up, we have Demons. HP of 75, MP of 38, attack of over 100, defense of 50, agility of 55, movement of 6, with Bolt 2 as their primary spell. They are also flying enemies, so as you can see, the fact that they do not care about the ground, that is the biggest issue that they've got. And then we have the big man himself, Odd-Eye. Over 100 HP, over 100 MP, over 100 attack, defense of 54, agility of 67, movement of 6, with a counter sword equipped, meaning his counter attack rate is going to be through the roof. his critical attack rate is also exceptionally high for not having a critical sword. And he does have a special ability that does, I believe, uses MP, but I've never seen him use it enough to notice how much MP is used, called Odd Eye Beam, that will shoot everyone in an area of effect with a Cyclops-based laser. So, this is not going to be a fun fight. And given that he is a Greater Devil, and he is actually the strongest Greater Devil, second to Xeon himself, obviously he's going to get more than one turn. So, one other thing about this battlefield is it will collapse. The center section will collapse out, meaning you will have to either go left or right around the battlefield. You won't be able to ignore these little spaces. You'll have to go all the way around this way and then up around that way, I believe is the pathway. Sections will start to break apart the closer we get to them. So, you don't have to worry about falling in or anything like that. That's not something that will happen. You don't need to worry that, oh, well, I had a character on that spot and they'll fall to their death. No, the game does not do that to you. It's not that cruel. And we see the new sword that Bowie has equipped. The Force Sword is, in fact, a lightsaber, which is a throwback to Shining Force 1. Sword that was used in that game was the Chaos Breaker, which was a sword, a holy sword from the future. It's very, very funky time travel-esque. And it really depends on which version of the game you're playing, but this is the same sword. So it is a lightsaber holy sword, which, you know, I'm pretty sure in Star Wars canon there were several of those. I know there was there's several, like, cursed lightsabers used by Sith Lords. I remember, and we have the first section that breaks apart. As you can see, no one has to worry about dying. That's something that just, it doesn't happen. But yeah, I think that there was I used to play the Star Wars pen and paper RPG, so there was a lot of references to the rest of the Star Wars universe from, like, the novels and things like that in the campaign books. And there was a Sith Lord Exarchon that had a sword, a lightsaber that was basically glued black. Like, it was almost like a black hole. It absorbed light around it. It was supposed to be really cool. So, I'm not, you know, not above there being magical, you know, laser swords. Like, that's, it doesn't have to be technology. It could be a mix between, you know, science and magic. I'm all up for, you know, interweaving of things like that. So, alright, so I am actually going to... So we have to go this way, because we can't make it around this way now. So we have to go up this way. I thought you had a choice, but apparently not. And that demon is going to cause some problems, but I'm going to keep a couple of people strategically bringing up the rear. People like Gerhalt, May probably, and maybe even a healer, because Bolt 2 is pretty wide AoE, so that's going to be a fun sequence of events to deal with. Alright, I don't need to attack with Slade. I didn't need to keep him there, I just did not need to attack with him. Alright, let's see. Can I get everyone in? I don't think I can't get everyone in boost. No. I'm gonna miss Chester. But you know what? Missing one person is better than nothing, so. And now Bowie's defense is over 100. Which means Bowie is my strongest tank. Which there's something about that that just doesn't seem right. Your hero is now your strongest tank. So, alright. In fact, I want to see... Yeah, Bowie's defense is over 100. I love it. Alright, I will, however, come up and attack with Yaha. Especially now that he has a defense bonus. And hey, look. Look how much damage we can do. Oh, it is actually about time for us to end this episode, so let's go ahead and kill the Cyclops, and that'll be the end of it. And I'll see you guys in the next installment, where we will continue on and see what we can do about beating Adler, because obviously Adler needs to be knocked down a peg or two, thinking that he is this all-powerful greater devil, when he should know not to underestimate our power. So till then, later everyone.